Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it.
Uh-huh.
You better get over there before it's too late.
There can't be this many more!
You ask me, freedom's always worth fighting for.
We get it, yes.
Finally, no
Use
more
all the
snow.
support we can get. So see what you can do to help.
There's so many fucking
The
settlements!
settlement has sent word. They somehow managed to drive off a super mutant raid.
My butt hurts.
They're worried the super mutants will come back in force.
What?
They're worried the
My butt hurts.
They're worried the super mutants will come back in force.
Alright, jackass, now
Talk
what?
about super. My
We've
butt
gotten
hurts.
big enough that we're having trouble communicating with all our
My butt
settlements.
hurts.
It's a good problem to have.
Hello, welcome back, my friends. If you're new here, I am Lance B, and this is my second channel, Lance B Gaming. And today, I want to give a big shout out to Bark. Bark, you suggested a couple of things. More Mike Burn Fire gun rants and more Fallout 4 playthrough through Mike Burn Fire. Now, I do have in the next few days another Mike Burn Fire gun rants with Zach Hazard. So that's coming around the pike. But I wasn't too sure if you guys were enjoying the Fallout 4. That's why I kind of got away from it for a little bit. That's the only way I can find out. If you guys let me know, like Bark did, I'll do more recordings of the Fallout 4 series with both of them. I love it, but I wasn't too sure if you guys are loving it. I know you guys really love the gun rants and the campfire stories, but you know what? I'm going to just switch it up and go back and forth. That way you don't think I'm just going to abandon the Fallout 4 playthrough. But Bark, thank you for letting me know that you enjoyed the Fallout 4. And of course, like I said, the gun rants is coming out. Today we're going to do episode 7 of the Fallout 4. And it's called A Minute for the Minutemen. I play through the Minutemen every time. I've done once playthrough with the Brotherhood of Stupid. Not a big fan of them. I definitely don't like the Institute. The Railroad are a bunch of pansy pussies. And Minutemen, I don't have a problem with the Minutemen. It's just Preston Garvey. He sucks. He just sucks. Ugh. God, he just sucks so much. You have another settlement. You have another settlement. Yeah, let me put it on, mark it on your pit boy. Oh, God, I can't stand that motherfucker. Anyway, enough ranting and raving. Let's get into this, and I'll leave the link down below for Mike Burn Fire, of course, and show some love to Bark, who suggested this video, so we can continue the Fallout 4 series. And all right, let's get into it. Of course, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Like and subscribe, and hit that notification, and blah, blah, blah. Also, just for future reference, if you guys are interested in what videos I am doing on this channel or my main channel, go to my Instagram. It's Lance_B_reacting. I post all my thumbnails for that day of the videos I'm posting for that day. So I usually have them up by 5 or 6 in the morning, probably like 6 or 7 in the morning sometimes. I live in Florida, so that time zone, whatever that is. Google it. Anyway, so yeah, check out my Instagram, show that some love. That way you'll know what is being posted. You can always check on my main page under the community tab, because I'll also have show a little bit show there too. But if it's easier for you to go on my Instagram, it'll be, it's a lot easier. So anyway, yeah, I want to leave that. And anyway, if you guys do make a suggestion, be a subscriber. And if I choose to do a video on your suggestion, I'll give you a shout out, obviously, to show you some appreciation and some love for the suggestion for that video. And yeah, that's all you have to do, be a subscriber. If you don't subscribe, then I'm not going to choose your goddamn suggestion now. Does that make sense to you? Why would I do that if you're not a subscriber? Put yourself in my shoes. Anyway, let's get right into this reaction. And here we go.
Yeah, and I am moving, 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 and I am.
And 3, 2, 1, play.
So how do you like my new armor?
That is freaking chunky.
Yeah, it's that legendary armor. I
Yeah.
just put more metal on it.
I hate Raider armor.
Guess that works. Why do you have rebar sticking out of it?
If someone charges at me, I could shoulder charge them back.
I guess you just put your shoulder down and they impale themselves on it.
Yeah,
That's horrifying.
gross.
I see no drawbacks to having armor like this.
It's heavy.
300 episodes from now, I'll take off all my armor and be superpowered like Goku.
Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. The trouble is that some
Speak
kind
of
of
the
vicious
devil.
beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let
Some
settlers know about
beast.
it.
I bet
If I
you
didn't
that's
know better, I'd say
Starlight
the settlement
Drive-In.
needs our help.
But I don't want to help any more settlements.
I'm sure he doesn't have a lot of them.
Yeah, it's probably only like 1 or 2. I mean, how many could it possibly be?
30.
Mole rats! Mole rats!
I could see them.
Starlight Drive-In.
Turret, turret, turret. Bed, bed, bed. Drink, drink, drink. Put this generator down, this thing right here. I don't even know what the hell this does.
Wow, that's how you set up that settlement. Just throw the beds over. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we got the waters just all willy nilly over here. We got some beds just out in the open. Probably got some food in this water over here. Lord knows, I couldn't do that. As I have to build some kind of structure. I could just like leave it like that. That would drive me crazy so much. Would that drive you crazy, or are you that be like, fuck it, just because you're not into the building thing? A lot of people are not into the building thing; they just want to do the fighting. I love the settlement building aspect. So that might be the reason why.
I'm new here.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Did you have anything you wanted me to do?
You're in charge now.
Another trouble spot. I'll mark it on your map.
Look at him chilling. Look at him chilling. They ain't doing shit.
Fella, you and the Minutemen have our gratitude and our support.
I've heard that folks at Finch Farm need some help. The Minutemen should be the ones that answer that call.
Why is he taking so many rounds?
There's no way I can thank you enough.
I'll mark it on your map. Go find out what they need.
A pack of feral ghouls has holed up nearby, and some of them have started wandering out lately. Fella, you and the Minutemen have our gratitude and our support.
Anybody ever tell you look like Christina Hendricks?
I got word of a
What? Hold on here. Who in the fuck is that? Christina Hendricks? Who is that? Oh yeah, I remember this big titty bitch right here. Yeah, she was off of Mad Men. Oh, that's her name, Christina Hendricks. Yeah, she's the redhead with the big old bazongas. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Go ahead, girl, work. She's a beautiful girl. Look at that, just beautiful. I think she was also in Black Mirror episode 2. Leave in the comments below. Wasn't she in Black Mirror 2 an episode? It was a really good episode where everything was like technology, social media. Really about social media is really interesting. I think that's the same one. Anyway, let's go back to. I just had to say Christina Hendricks. Who the fuck is that? No, I do. Now we both know if we didn't know.
A settlement that needs our help. Sounds like they're trying to stand up to some raiders.
We did it! I was afraid we were making a mistake trying to stand up to those bastards. But the Minutemen came through for us.
Didn't they help you?
Didn't we retrieve a locket for you?
I've got something a bit different for you. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement.
This isn't different! It's just the same damn mission over again! Ah! Mike, what the fuck? Water, water, water. Just put these plants at wherever.
Anything I can do to help out around here?
This place is yours now.
I hope I live to see the day when people aren't always worried about the next raid or
He
attack.
just throwing it
You know what I'm
everywhere.
gonna say next.
He just throwing it everywhere.
Oh, you want some of this, huh? You want some of this?
Nothing.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
Yeah, they're dead.
Hold on. This show is funny.
Some of this?
Nothing.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
Yeah, they're dead.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time.
Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it.
Uh-huh.
You better get over there before it's too late.
There can't be this many more.
If you ask me, freedom's always worth fighting for.
We get it, yes.
Finally, no
Use
more
all the
snow.
support we can get. So see what you can do to help.
There's so many fucking
The
settlements.
settlement has sent word. They somehow managed to drive off a super mutant raid.
My butt hurts.
They're worried the super mutants will come back in force.
What?
They're worried the
My butt hurts.
They're worried the super mutants will come back in force.
All right, jackass. Now
Talk
what?
about super. My
We've
butt
gotten
hurts.
big enough that we're having trouble communicating with all our
My butt
settlements.
hurts.
It's a good problem to have.
No, it
And I
isn't.
have a solution. I think it's time to retake the castle. It used to be the Minutemen HQ, way before my time. Well fortified, centrally located, and most important, it has a powerful radio transmitter we can use to broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
Cool.
Why did we do that first? Why don't we have the castle right now? Did you abandon that just like you abandoned the people of this wasteland?
It was long before I joined up, but the story I heard was that some kind of monster came out of the sea and destroyed the fort. A lot of the leaders were killed in that battle, and I guess nobody ever felt it was worth the risk to try to retake it. We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
Don't point that at me.
All right. He just...
Can we get this in
Look at pretty
HD?
trees.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I'm sure.
There
it's
we
not
go.
a cherry
There we
tree, but
go.
It's very, very pretty.
When the cherry
Why is it
blossoms
automatically on
start to
240,
bloom,
not 8,
meet me
10,
here
60,
in my lonely
69,
room.
whatever it's called? Oh, much. Oh, my God. It's like night and
Who's
day.
lazing about?
Fuck me, man.
Oh, so we just hanging out in here, huh? We just hey, yay! What is this?
Automatic Jaguar.
What? It looks like a Villa
yeah, I don't
Rosa
like those
in that it
Jaguars
has
too
two
much.
barrels, but it's also got like the gas system of an AK on it. So okay, this is really weird because you got the barrels and you got this thing on the top, which I would presume would be the gas piston system, unless that's just a gas tube. But then why is there an op rod on the bottom? And then also why does it have the handguard of an M60 on it? It's also got like the takedown lever of an AK. What even is this?
I'm still fixated on the double barrel. Who needs that many barrels? It's so extravagant.
Why is it also made of
So
license
extravagant.
plates and the speed limit signs? It's mine now. Whatever it. Also, these are mine. And
Everyone's here, General.
I love how he talks so much trash about some of these weapons, but he's like, it's mine now. He still takes it. It's not like he leaves it behind.
There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
No, I can't. It's a hole. There's a hole in the wall, and it's two refrigerators. This place sucks.
There's a hole in the middle of a fort. There's a hole in the middle of a fort. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, there's a hole in the middle of your fort.
Get that radio tower up and running, repair the walls, people will see the Minutemen aren't afraid of a real fight.
I'm so
Like
glad
it says
no more
speed
snow.
limit on the side
We're
of it.
out of that.
Just in case the bullets thought they could break the
Look at
sound
this nice
barrier.
I
grass
only had
green.
86 rounds for this thing, so not gonna last long. You've been hanging out in the sun for a while.
Oh, God.
I put sunscreen on everywhere.
This was one of the biggest pet peeves I have about this damn game. Why this bug? Why? It doesn't do that with the black characters and end up them having white face. It's always the white characters with black face trying to get canceled. Bethesda's trying to cancel us players who are trying to be white characters. I don't understand why this happens. It always happens to me if I die and then it I go back into it, and that's when that happens. It's like, can't you get your shit together, game? So I had to exit out all completely, go back into it, and it'll usually fix it. Or even sometimes I've had it happen when I fast travel somewhere. But mostly if I die and then I go back into the game after I die immediately after, and that's what happens. Does it happen to you? It happens to me all the damn time. That's one of the things that Anyway, let's go back a little bit because I don't want to miss anything.
Well,
I put sunscreen on everywhere but my face. Why do you ask?
that's what it is, clearly. Didn't anybody ever tell you blackface is racist?
What about this guy? He's got a black face. Is he racist?
No, he's just black.
But you said blackface is racist. Oh, so only black people can do blackface, huh?
Make every shot count.
There we go. That's what I like to see. Oh, we're having crab cakes for dinner. Ow.
We're having crab cakes for dinner.
General needs assistance.
You're supposed to be leading. Why are you on the battlefield?
I lead from the front, but now I'm leading from the rear because nobody wanted to help. If you're happy and you know it, launch a rocket. If you're happy and you know it, launch a rocket.
What the hell was that?
That was me shooting a rocket.
In an enclosed space? What happened to Bass Black Clear?
Back blast area clear. There you go.
You know what they
Black
say,
blast?
you can't
Is
recapture
that what
a
he
castle
said?
without breaking a few eggs.
I advocate my position as general. Here they come. Ow! Why has this one got a fishing net on it?
This one have a fish.
Oh my god!
This bitch.
Frag out, I guess.
This big bitch right here.
Oh my god, die, 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 die. Die! Die! Oh, I'm out of ammo! I'm out of ammo!
Concentrate all fire on that queen.
Oh, you think?
Back blast area clear. Back blast area clear?
Yeah, it seems pretty clear to me.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't realize I had to respond to that.
Yeah, you gotta say all clear.
I was not briefed on that.
Doing drugs to kill a giant bug. Kill
Looking
a
like
giant
Mike's character is out,
underwater
down and out for a moment.
cockroach.
That reminds me of that time I took heroin to destroy an anthill. Yay, we did it!
Die! Die! Die even more, you giant piece of kangaroo shit!
Ah, good idea. Make sure it's not faking.
Kangaroo shit.
It had a Dragnov?
All right. Good work, people. But we aren't done yet. The general and I are going to have a look at the radio to see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Mirelurks or eggs.
Might as well say, I need to
Yeah,
look
you guys are doing such a good job of that.
how the shape it is, because
I'm
you ain't
go
gonna
see
do
what else
shit.
is left around this old
You ain't
place.
gonna do shit.
Oh,
you
yeah,
never
no,
do.
I'll just do everything. The general is
Yeah.
also in charge of comms repair.
No shit. I'm with you on that one, Zach.
Hey!
We'll
Got
see
it.
what we can do,
Now
but
we've
you
got
ain't gonna
to
do
pay
shit.
off on what we've started.
Except
bring the whole
fucking
Commonwealth
suck my
together
nuts.
and make it last this time. Which reminds me, I've got another trouble spot for you to check out.
Oh, for God's
Scouts have
sake!
found a-
Yeah, the general doesn't get to rest, but his subordinate does. You know what, Preston? You go do it. Oh, wait, here's a better idea.
Attention, Minutemen. News has come to us of a settlement that needs our help. If
Oh
you
my
are in
god,
area,
even the
please-
radio! Mike, let's just go home. We'll wipe all that soot. We'll wipe that off your face. I'll take a nap. My
All that
drag novel
soot off your
conditioned the way
face.
I want it to be. And then we'll go do something else.
Yeah.
Anything but this.
Somebody else can take care of the settlements. We've given them a good start.
I'm not big on grenades. Too much counting before the boom.
Shut up. I'm not big on grenades because they're scary.
Yeah, they make the loud, scary boom now.
No, it's just I have a healthy respect for the amount of explosive and the damage
The
potential
idea
of
of
them.
having to fight off raider attacks is mortifying. Hopefully you've got adequate defenses.
No one was talking to you.
What do you mean adequate
he goes,
defenses?
"Shut up."
There are turrets everywhere.
Yeah, there are literally turrets all over the place. Genius. Behold, the Dragnov.
Genius.
I find it kind of interesting that there's a pick rail on the top of this, because I wouldn't necessarily put a pick rail on the top. That's why it's got the side mount for a scope. The reason I wouldn't put an optic on top of the top cover is because the top cover can wobble around, so it means that your optic isn't really going to stay zeroed.
Oh, that's a problem.
Not a great idea. So that is the front end of an AS Val. Why are you putting the front end of an AS Val on a 7.62x54R? What?
Time to make a Frankenstein gun.
I can put an acro on this. Ew, Barska. Ugh.
Not a big fan of Barska sights.
Oh god, they're terrible optics.
How so?
They have a hard time holding zero. They don't hold up to abuse. Not very good.
What are you basing this opinion on? Your personal experience?
My personal experience with Barskas.
What's your sample size on that?
Several Barskas and also several that customers have owned.
I don't mind the Barska.
Which is the
probably not in real life, but in the game it's
not that bad. Are you going to put it on it?
No, I'm going to use this thing with iron sights.
All right.
I'm going to use a Dragnov as a battle rifle, even though that's not something you're supposed to do.
You want to put Okay.
The Dragnov isn't technically a sniper rifle. It's really more of a designated marksman rifle. I just don't like it. PSO1 because it doesn't have adjustable eye relief, and your eye has to get pretty close to the back of it. And because the Dragnov has quite a bit of recoil, they put this rubber cup on the end of it.
To absorb the recoil.
It's just supposed to smush into your face. Doesn't work great.
No.
No, you kind of just end up bonking yourself with it a lot.
Right in the eye.
I also find it funny that when they built the Dragnov, they also put a bayonet lug on it. And normally, your barrel's supposed to be that long. 3.5 foot long rifle with a bayonet on the end of it that basically just turns it into a small lance. Frankenov.
The Frankenov.
The Dragnov is a 7.62x54R semi-automatic rifle that was designed for the Russian military to give the infantry a little bit more range than the AK-47 could provide.
Yeah, the AK-47 is a good, reliable, all-purpose rifle.
Yeah, it's a good infantry rifle, but this is designed more for slightly longer range engagements, so when you got like one guy in a machine gun nest, you can have your designated marksman just pop him with this thing. And 7.62x54R has been around a long time. The upside is that it's a very high power cartridge that works incredibly well. The downside is that rimmed cartridges don't exactly like to work well in semi-automatic guns, but the Dragnov seems to do pretty well on handling it.
So there's a 7.62 and a 7.62R.
Well, there's a 7.62x39, which is what the AK-47 uses.
Wow.
Then there's a 7.62x54R, which is what the Dragnov uses.
Good evening.
Hi, we're having a conversation, thank you. There's also a 7.62x51 NATO, which is a cartridge that a lot of bolt actions and semi-automatic rifles use. I'm not a fan of this scope. I might change the scope.
I don't like that scope either. It's like right in my face.
Before?
I actually used to own one, but it was the civilian version of a Dragnov, which was made by Izmash. It was called the Izmash Tiger. Didn't have a muzzle brake on it, so decent chunk of recoil. You do end up smacking yourself in the face with the scope a lot because there's no adjustable eye relief.
And this one doesn't even have the suction cup, so you can't absorb recoil.
Well, the scope's further forward on this one. The military one is kind of even worse because the military one just has a metal plate on the stock.
Oh, fun stuff.
And 7.62x54R is definitely not a comfy recoil.
I got all kinds of theories on aliens. How they got here, what they want, where they're hiding. I'm gonna sell a book on the whole subject.
Yeah?
As soon as I learn how to read.
Lovely.
You spin that Nuka-Cola machine right round, like a Nuka-Cola machine goes round, baby, round, yeah.
All right. Oh shit, they're doing Dead Space. Have you guys played Dead Space? They're playing Dead Space right now, matter of fact. Leave in the comments below if you want me to react to the Dead Space playthrough. Maybe like after or during, maybe. We'll see what happens. But it depends if you guys comment, if you guys do want to see the Dead Space one. I like that game. Dead Space was such a great game. Oh my god. I remember when I pre-ordered it and I got it when it first came out. Oh, such a good game. This is actually, I have to say, this is one of my favorite episodes of this series. Due to the fact, it shows how ridiculous Preston Garvey is with that stupid settlement check. Settlements need help. And their banter back and forth it's so good. And just a few of the lines, like, there's a super meme problem. My butt hurts. That shit, I don't know why it's so simple, but it's so funny to me. And when he screamed when they were fighting the Raiders, he's like, ah! Yeah, those are my two favorite parties that I really love about this. And they're out of the snow. No more goddamn snow. Oh, God, I hate that. I never. Anyway, the Dragunov sucks. I don't like the Dragunov in the game. I got the Russian weapons pack. It has the Dragunov. It has the. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, Dragunov was one of the key Russian guns in that pack. I didn't like it at all. I just didn't like the sound of it, the feel of it. I like the FLNAL. What is it? The FNFAL. FNFAL. I think that's what the gun's called. I really enjoy that gun. But yeah, as far as the Dragunov, I wasn't really a big fan of that gun. And some of the other guns in that pack, in that Russian weapons pack, I wasn't really a big fan of either. I was just, But anyway, maybe you guys enjoy it. It's just personal opinion. You guys probably play the game and enjoy the Russian weapons. Enjoy the, hey, to each his own. Depends on what you like and what sounds right to you and what plays right. I'm just not a particularly big fan of the Dragunov. But like I said, this was a great episode. And thanks to Bark for suggesting to continue this playthrough for it, because I wasn't too sure if you guys enjoyed it. I know you guys really were like, when I was originally doing this series, you're like, check out the gun rants, check out all this stuff. So I thought maybe you guys were not, you're like, okay, this is cool, but can you do something more? And I kind of got away from this, thinking, you guys might not really miss it. But Bark was the first one that says, why don't you go back to playing the Fallout 4 one? And right after him, someone else mentioned, she's like, why did you get away from the Fallout 4? So that at least gives me a good idea of what to continue, what to cut out. And, that way it's great to get feedback. So I know what you guys like. It's pretty nice to know. I know some people like Mr. Ballin. That didn't get big views on this channel at all. But quite a few people asked for it, but not a lot of people are watching it. So I don't know what to do about the Mr. Ballin series. And it's not really a video game based. I thought maybe it'd be an interesting little change of pace on this channel, but maybe because people it's not, there's no, like the Campfire Stories, it's the backdrop is like New Vegas. So it is a video game based type of thing. So anything reaction I do on this is going to be like video game based pretty much. And I thought maybe Mr. Ballin, he's kind of fun. I love his little story time things. But let me know in the comments if you want me to react to more than that. I might not. I might just do. I have that one up. I have another one done. I might put up here and see how that goes. But let me know if you want to see Mr. Ballin. I do have another gun rants coming out in a few days, or probably even earlier. It depends on when I get those thumbnails ready. And anyway, enough jibber jabber. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification. And of course, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and bye.